Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Uma Maheshwari, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. In the last video lecture series, I have been explaining about the various technologies and the architectures which is related to the Internet of Things. Now, in this video lecture series, I'm going to explain about the architecture and the design principles of IoT. We're mainly going to see about the Internet connectivity. Here, the internet connectivity consists of various words, that is header words. Here, header words are placed as per the actions required at succeeding stages during the communication from the application layer. Each header word at a layer consists of one or more header fields. The header fields here specify the actions as per the protocols used. Then header fields. Yep, this specify a set of parameters which is encoded in the header. Parameters and their encoding as the protocol used at that layer. For example, a fourth header word field for 32-bit source IP address in network layer which uses the internet protocol. Then the internet protocol header with the example. The header field means bits in a header word placed at appropriate bit place. For example, places between bit 0 and bit 31 where a word has a 32 bits. The first word fields as B31, B16 for IP packet length in bytes, where B15 to B4 service type and precedence, and B3 to B0 for the Internet Protocol version. Here the Internet Protocol header. Here the header field consists of parameters and their encodings which are as per the Internet Protocol. An Internet layer protocol at a source or a destination in the TCP or ICP suits for the various protocols. Then the TCP stream, it is nothing but a data stack from source in transport layer to the destination in transport layer, or here an acknowledgement TCP stream data stack from destination in transport layer to source in transport layer. It uses various ports and interface software, that is to the network, which uses a protocol for sending a data stack at the output of the application layer to the lower layers. The port here receives a data stack at the input at the receiver and receiver end in the application layer. Here the each port at the application layer uses distinct protocol. Here then a port number. Port number is nothing but an assigned number according to the protocol used for transmission and reception at an application layer. For example, port number 80 for HTTP protocol at the application layer. Then the ports in TCP are IP suite. Here the port uses a protocol for sending and receiving the messages. It consists of number of application layer protocols. For example, HTTP, HTTPS, FTP and the other ports, which includes also Telnet. A TCP or IP message must be sent from right port at transmission end and to the right port at the receiving end. Packet. Here the mixed mainly a fixed maximum size set of bytes which communicates from internet layer to router and from one router to another till the packet reaches at physical or the data link layer at the receiver end. Here the packet routes through a path decided at each router among them available paths at that instant. Then IP packet. Here the data stack from the internet layer and between the routers to other end internet layer. The stack includes IP header at the top, where the IP packet communicates from a source IP address through the routers to the destination IP address. Shortcut. Here an interface to the network that sends a data stack at the application output using a port protocol to the lower layer and also using an IP address to the network for another socket at the receiver end. A socket assigned a port number and a IP address. Host, a device or node that connects to a network of computers where the host provides the information, resources, services and applications to the other nodes on the network. The network layer assigns a host address to each host. IP host, here it is nothing but one that uses the internet protocol suite IP host has one or more IP addresses for the network interfaces. Network interface here uses some software component or a hardware for facilitating the communication between the two protocol layers of the computers or nodes in the network. Yes, we have learnt about the header words and files, port host, packet, socket, and the network interface.